Hey guys, hello everyone. Today I'm going to speak about the infrastructure and how to build on Web3, but into web like. Our agenda for today will be very simple. I will try to answer on the question why, how, and what, and in the end we will see some example of the application. One of them it will be tipping up, another one it will be simple snake game. And as I know, some people are interested about all of it. But let's start from why. As in our company, we figure out that we have the core problem is first one is pure user experience. Of course, we have abstract accounts, we have ZK rollups, we have a lot of stuff, but still like user when they want to do like a lot of transaction, huge amount of transaction, like in video games or like in exchanges, they don't want to wait when some block will be mined, or they don't want to wait, and this time can be painful for them. Another one for builders, it's complex. Yeah, for us Web3 developers, it's pretty easy, and we understand Solidity. We understand how the Web3 work. We pretty common to work with MetaMask and abstract accounts. But what about Web2 builders, Web2 community? And no one asks them like how we can bring all these developers to us and help us to build application. And all of us know that we have bigger community in Web2 than in Web3. And that's why we built the SDK, where you will be focused more on the API, on the application itself, than on the blockchain. Another one important for us in yellow is market is fragmented liquidity. And basically, we have liquidity what is fragmented between all chains. You have like Solana, you have UM chains, and all of them have liquidity. But our solution is going to abstract all of it in new layer, and you can see about like a layer where everything is connected. And let's speak about the user experience. You can see the game, pretty common shooter game where you need the instant finality. You click on the shot and you can see pop up of the MetaMask. You don't want to have it like you want just to play the game, and we can speak about it a little bit because like it's happened not only in the video games, it's happened in the trading, it's happened on the Uniswap, it's happened on 1inch, and everyone has this issue. And basically, the problem going not from blockchain itself. Like the root cause is not the blockchain, because blockchain was built in the way to make it secure, and send transactions from one person to another person. It in first place it was never about high frequency PvP or high frequency trading. And now our users, our community understands that we need more. We want to build real application. Someone would like to build second Uber, and for them need speed. Like driver and Uber don't want to wait when transaction will happen. And yeah, we have some error. Let me see. Yeah, we are disconnected. Yeah, but I can explain. Yeah. Yeah, should we like okay? We can continue, yeah? Yeah, perfect. Okay, guys. As I was saying before, like about the architecture of the blockchain and the root cause, like you can see on the left side, you can see the problem, like action, blockchain, and others as a result. And we need to wait when it will happen. From our side, what we propose is a speed in first place. You have action, you have the result. You don't need to wait for the blockchain. And basically, solution and instant UX, how we can get it based on the three pillars. First pillar is our settlement chain. Basically, it can be any VM. It can be Solana, Bitcoin. Like we don't care. We just deploy the contract, and it's protecting everyone. And basically, it's police and judge in the system who looking for everyone. Like you don't want to scam, or if you will scamming, I will come and I will apply on you penalty. Next layer uh, is a smart contract. It's our contract, and also where you will be more interested is the interaction layer. Basically, it's message broker and everyone who running the node sharing the information, like in blockchain. Basically, we have nodes who collecting the whole history and know everything what happened in the blockchain. In our case, we have the same solution, same architecture, but we do not waiting for a new block. we just synchronizing each node what is running right now. And the last layer is experience layer, is our applications, where the user come and just interact. They do not worry about yellow network, they don't worry about security, they don't worry about smart contracts, they just use the app, how it should be. And let's speak now how to build in Web2 way. On the left side, you can see application. It's your application what you're going to build. On the right side, you can see yellow node. It's where you're making the connection. And the connection goes through the WebSocket. We build the standard neutralizer PC for sending the messages. And basically, that's what you need. You don't need anything else. And you have your Web2 developer experience. Still, for security, we have our smart contract, as I mentioned before. And we have channel interaction. All the information what happened in the network can go to the chain for verification. Now let's speak about the authentication, the first part, how the application can get access to the network. As I mentioned before, we have application, we have yellow node, and on the right side we have another person, is EOA. It can be any wallet, no need to focus on external own accounts, it can be abstract account. But basically, your application generates session key for the user, sending the authorization request to the yellow node, and receiving the challenge. It's the challenge token for which need to sign with the EOA, like any wallet. And this wallet will become the owner of your in-house yellow account, and basically, if your user will feel like I registered session key, I can interact without any signing right now. Our EOA returns the signature. We send back to yellow node auth verify basically our signature and challenge token, receiving the GVT, and we storing it. After that, after this whole flow, you will have your authorization, you will have full access to the yellow network, and you will be able to get your balance, to send the transactions, to create a virtual session between the users, like a lobby way. For tutorial, it's pretty important one. We have GitHub repo, ERC7824 Nitro Lite example. And the most important chapters, what you will need to take a look during the building the app, is authentication. Basically, on client, on server side, you can copy just part of the code to do not spend that time and just focus on the application itself. Chapter 4 is about how to get the balance of your user or of your application. And the last final chapter is about P2P transfer from one user to another, or you can think about it like payment, like some micropayment. And now let's quickly switch to the GitHub. You can see I'm in Nitro Lite example, and we have all the chapters. Let's try to open it. Internet here is a little bit slow, but you can see the all information, like what's the goal of the chapter. You can see the sequence diagram, how it's going to work and what you need to do. And it has all steps what you need, like install the package, interface to generate the session key, and how to store the session key in the browser. Still, I would not recommend to store the session key in the browser. For POC MVP applications, it's good, but for production grade application, I would place it in some KMS protected storage that no one can steal the session key of the user. Important one is WebSocket, and you can just copy how we send in the message and the whole interface. And you can see that our package provides like all the function. It's not sending the function instead of you. It's just building the message what you would need to send to the WebSocket, to yellow node. And basically you just using the function what will pre-build everything for you. The most difficult and tricky part with authentication that we use in EP712. It's type data you need to collect, and it's super strict to sign, but it includes a lot of benefits. It includes allowance for the session key. For example, you don't want to spend $100 in some application. You want to specify only $10 for this application. This one will support it. And also you can specify the scope, like read-only balance, or create a application session like lobby rooms, or just you can put null to just read about the application. Yeah, and you can find here all information about how to connect wallet, how to build wallet client, and this one you can go and read, copy it. And also interesting one is P2P because basically it's payments. That's why like if you finalize your application, you just go to the payments and you can see like it's send, sign, it, transfer request. It's go to the yellow node, process it, and you receive confirmation, and it's happening immediately. And also the code whole right now you can see it's React code, it's React hook, and you can see how it's simple. Like we create the hook, and we call and create ECDCA message signer with our session key, and after that we call the function from the library and send it to the WebSocket. It's pretty simple, but still it can be tricky if you will not pass the authentication. Let's go back to the slides. Next one, Yellow SDK app sessions. You can think about it like lobbies. Everyone who building video games or something where you need more than two participants, like a room of people, and you want them to interact and to secure, you will need to use obsessions. Basically, it's creating a virtual channel between all of them, like in off-chain. They don't need to pay gas, but they lock in the funds during this obsession. You can think about it like a really game for 20-30 minutes, like chess match or like League of Legends or Dota 2, or it can be trading session. You can just like do you can do trades, you can create order, and you allocate only specific amount of funds for this trading session, and you can have like enormous amount of the application sessions. How it's work? You create in the session, sign it with the session key, interact off chain, you collect whole the history, what happened in your application, and you close in the session. Where is on-chain part? apps.yellow.com. It's website where you log in with your wallet, EA, MetaMask right now, depositing and creating the channel on-chain from any chain what you would like, what we have right now. If you need some additional chain what you can't find on apps.yellow.com, we have booths, you can come and say we need some additional chain, and we will add during the hackathon this chain to support you. Also, for the testnet, we have Celebrity CLI. It's sandbox what support all testnets. Still, it doesn't include the UI. Basically, it's CLI tool where you can do everything from the terminal. And what this will unblock for you as a developer. You can build with Web2 split UX. You can use chain abstraction because you don't need to bother from what chain the user. In the Yellow network, you come from Polygon, I came from Arbitrum. Still, we have unified balance across whole network. Single sign flow, everything going through the session keys. That's why you will not see your pop-ups from wallets. We have SDK. We have SDK for TypeScript. We have SDK for Golang. Also, you can use directly API if you would like. If you're big fan of Rust, you can just use API. It would be much complicated, but still it's possible to do. Built-in security, we have disputes, we have challenges, and the blockchain, you don't need to build it and you don't need to think about it. It's already built in the Yellow network. That's why you most focus on the application itself. And what you can build, micropayments application, trading experience, like really trading exchanges with your user will receive the centralized experience, but he will be protected and it will be under the hood work like the centralized one. You can build the greeting tipping app. You can think about like tipping for people in the restaurants, for example. You can build the application like global tips, and everyone can go scan QR code and tip. Real-time multiplayer games, and any application where I need speed. Also, you can find the Yellow SDK under this QR code. We don't have time. I would like to show the